So you can't judge a person's criminal past? More black hypocrisy coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Counseling Logic Reason. As always, I want to say thank y'all for joining me today. So we know that anytime a black person or a criminal is killed by cops in any type of high profile incident, black folks do the usual. Will cry, complain, protest, say that they're tired of seeing blacks killed by cops. You know, the same old, right? Now, if someone, a black person or anyone for that matter, if someone brings up that person's criminal past, you know, if a black person especially, they'll call them a coon, Uncle Tom, sellout, they're not for black people. They'll say, well, you can't bring up a person's criminal past because it's irrelevant to the current incident. Now, it was the same thing when Candace Ownes brought up, George Floyd's criminal past. Everybody said that she's a coon, Uncle Tom. I hear so many of these ridiculous, these race hustlers say that she's not for black people, even though she does plenty for black people, more for black people than they do. But they'll say that she was wrong because she brought up his criminal past record, which he had a criminal record. And you know what? I agree 100%. So you get no argument. They get no argument for me. I mean, that doesn't mean that somebody's a coon, Uncle Tom, because they bring up the past. But if the past is relevant, yeah, you can bring it up. But and if the past is irrelevant to that incident, so what George Floyd did in the past, again, it was irrelevant to whatever incident he was in. So you get no case of me. But where's the hypocrisy though? The problem is that black folk will do this and have done this, bringing up a person's past. Matter of fact, who brings up the past more than black people? Nobody I'm aware of. Nobody cries about the past more than blacks do. Right? They did the same with David Duke. I remember when David Duke came out and supported Donald Trump. They criticized Donald Trump, saying that why would he get the support of a white supremacist? Even though we don't know if David Duke is a white supremacist, David Duke is known for being in the Klan. I think he's known for being a Grand Wizard in the Ku Klux Klan. Well, is he still a Grand Wizard in the Ku Klux Klan? Can you prove that he has any affiliation with the Ku Klux Klan anymore? Well, unless you can't judge him by his past. And even if he was with the Klan, what does that have to do with the current him supporting Donald Trump? What he did in the past. It's the same thing with George Floyd. So again, who does this more than black people? Nobody. And then you have America. Black folks still crying about the past of America. Still crying about slavery. Slavery ended over 150 years ago. And the net result of that slavery is that we here, blacks in America, we live in the greatest country on the face of the planet. A country where everybody is trying to get to. Okay, as I've always said, people are trying to get here. Nobody's leaving. You're free to leave if you think that America's so bad, but everybody's staying. That should tell you everything you know about the United States of America with all this crying and complaining, yet they still cry and complain. So if the past is irrelevant to what's going on today, slavery is completely, totally irrelevant to any situation for black people today. So then why we keep bringing up slavery? Okay, segregation and Jim Crow is not stopping a single black person in America today. There's no black person can say, I want to do X, Y, Z in my life, and I can't do that because of segregation and Jim Crow. That doesn't exist anymore. But yet we persist on bringing up the past. And as I always say, black folks, they use the past to fuel their race anger of today. Because really, truly, there is no racism and systemic racism in today's society. So they have to run to the past and use the past to get them emotionally charged. Well, I would say that the race hustlers do this in the media, use that past that so many blacks have been brainwashed with to keep them emotionally charged. But it's irrelevant today. And unless someone can prove to me and show to me how Jim Crow is stopping a black man today, you have an argument. But there is no argument because it's not. Anyway, anytime you hear any black person says No, you can't bring up a person's criminal record anytime a black person is killed or is involved in any type of incident with the law. Then let them know the same thing applies to America. But anyway, y'all, as always, 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 until next time.